Hey District 5, this is Josh West. This week at the Capitol, we continued our weekly medical marijuana committee meetings. You know, the first 2 weeks, like I said before in my last update, we had the proponents of the state question. Then we had the Department of Health. Last week we had questions and answers and testimony from our L&O, our law and order. This week we had 2 doctors. You know, some of the concerns from our law and order officers were, you know, in 2016 we passed State Question 780 on the ballot that said there's no felony drug possession, and so with that, you know, it carried a $1,000 fine. With the State Question 788 that passed with medical marijuana, it's written that in the event that someone is stopped and with possession of marijuana, doesn't have a card, well, they can face a $400 fine. So some of the questions that our law enforcement have is which, you know, these are both passed by the people, they're both law, and so which do they follow, the $1,000 or the $400? So that's some of the things that we're talking about and trying to hash out in these meetings. This week's committee, we had Dr. Cox and Dr. Mullins come in and present, as well as we took comments from the public today. First time we've taken comments from the public where they come and address the members of the committee. Some of the questions that, from a medical standpoint, you know, the doctor-patient relationship, you know, within this state question, there's no requirement that, you know, once a patient were to get issued a medical marijuana card, there's no requirement that they come back and have a follow-up with their doctor. Unlike, you know, if I were to go injure myself and my doctor were to issue me painkillers, within that, there would be some type of follow-up with my doctor. And so those are some of the issues that our medical community is facing, and that it was important that we address as well. If you are on prescription medication, they are tracked through the PMP program, Prescription Management Program. And so there's got to be some type of system that I believe that's similar to that, where you can track people who are also on medical marijuana. So those are some of the issues we talked about today and last week. I think that it's a great thing. Like I said last time, this committee is good. We're getting a lot of information. Our job is to make recommendations to the Department of Health, and I'm not hearing anything about a special session right now. But it is progressing as it should, and we're getting a lot of information for ourselves. If you want to watch these committee meetings, they're every Wednesday at 9 a.m. You can go on okhouse.gov. And if you ever miss a week, you can go back and use the drop-down menu to watch all the committee meetings previous. Some of the things I talked about in my last video was the driver's license testing with the Department of Public Safety. And I'll tell you what, they're working diligently on it. We've made some progress. I want to tell you how you can go online and actually sign up for the testing without having to wait in line, and you can get a date. So you can go to the Oklahoma Department of Public Safety. Within that, there's an Inline Online section. You click on Inline Online. Down at the very bottom, there's a link that says to book your appointment. You click on that link right there, and it'll bring up another page. There's 2 options there. It says driver's test appointments or other appointments. If you're trying to get a driver's test, you can click on driver's test appointments, and then it'll bring up other pages. And so once you fill out the information, it'll bring up the locations that have available seats. And so it's a lot easier process. I was able to help some people here last week with this option here. Before I leave, I want to talk about a good friend of ours. Many people in the district, these are mutual friends, Tandy and Kelly Smith. Recently, their son was diagnosed with colon cancer. Kel Smith, I've known Kel since he was a baby, and so if you pray, I want you to please keep them in your prayers, keep their family in your prayers. I know God can heal. I've been an example of that myself, and so Kel, we're thinking about you, we're praying for you. And we wish you all the best, brother. You hang in there and you're going to pull through this. Thanks again, District 5. If you need to contact me, please contact me at josh.west@okhouse.gov, or you can call my phone at 405-557-7415. Have a great week, and we'll see you soon.